Hello, good evening and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're here, it's Thursday night, so that can only mean one thing, it's WRX Challenge. Let's get those nutty Scoobies out on the dirt tonight for round 6 at Sardegna Windmills. I believe tonight we're going to do 3 rounds. Let me get some information for you. I was just checking the YouTube that everything is cool. We're getting chat already, I think. Maybe not. Yes, Skyjacker, he can't make it this evening, but he is saying go, 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 guys. Time for some fun. We can see Talleyrand has joined us this evening, and he's heading the timesheets. Let's have a quick look through the field before I start looking up all the bumps. Shadow Rider there in the nice plain Subaru. Noxie in the mellow yellow, looking cool. Iron Bobber in the McCartney Special, and look who's back. Yes, the man is back up and running. He has the machinery, and he is here with us tonight. Koi Carp, it's great to see you back on track, man. Brilliant. It's been too long, and that is one lovely looking livery you've got yourself there. In 6th, we can see Homesick in his Repsol Subaru. So we should be qualifying in the next sort of 7 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. And people are still turning up at the moment, but yeah, I think we've still got a good 7 minutes left before qualifying. Be a 12-minute qualifier. I have to organise myself here. I'm going to have to come out of YouTube and go into Discord just to give you guys a little information about what to expect tonight. But it's in the mud. We've had 1 round in the mud. That was a Colorado Springs Lake 2, and Io Graham won a race. There was 4 heats. Kingshot won a heat, and Catula won 2 heats. So Catula is your man to watch, followed very closely by a Shadow Rider who also had a very good showing in the mud last time. We're not going to see Skyjacker this evening, unfortunately, because he's I think he's like James Bond or something. He's away on business. So I think he's on some undercover mission, infiltrating some network of some kind. So yeah, our very own James Bond is not with us this evening. But like I said, we've had Talleyrand to join to make up numbers, which is always sweet to see that man in action. We followed Homesick for way too long, so we'll move around a little bit whilst I am still looking for Discord. Well, I'm on Discord. It's just, we have so much. There is so much to look through. It's amazing. All the different... I'll go down the lists if you want. I mean, I've got to get past the Max 5 information. I've got to get past the GTMC information. Just got to get past that HPEC information. Oh, and the MTCC information. Oh, and the VRC Super Formula. Oh, here it is. WRX Challenge. Whew, it's hard when you've got this many leagues going on. Here we go then. So, this evening we're at Sardegna Windmills. The lobby opened at 7:45, and qualifying will take place at 8 o'clock. The The track has 14 turns and has a distance of 2 miles and 0.057 miles. Here we go. Here's the race details. Is it really? 3 15-minute timed races. The first race will take part in-game at 6:40 in the morning in sunny conditions. The second race will take place at 12:30 in the afternoon in cloudy conditions, and the third race in-game will take part at 9:30 under sunny conditions. Yes, this has been a really, really exciting season so far. It's anyone's. Oh, I've just come out of Discord, and I really should take you to the table, really, shouldn't we? And like I said, if you yourselves want to get involved in the Discord, you can see all of this, what I'm reading out to you, anyway, for yourselves. So if anything I don't... Ooh, Alpha's asking if we're ready. I'm trying nowadays to let them know I'm here, because sometimes we don't always know, even if I'm in the room, because the boys can't hear me, obviously. So let me just put that in there. Give him a heads up. I haven't even talked about anything we've been looking at on the track, have we? I've been too busy going through all the other stuff. See Talleyrand there, he's done a 121.607. So the table, IR Graham's in the lead at the top of the table with 188 points. Second place, Homesick Alien with 173 points. Then third is Kingshot with 171 points. Then we have Skyjacker in fourth with 160 points. Then in fifth we have a Shadow Rider with 140 points. In sixth on 134 points is Iron Bobber. Seventh is Alpha Nuts on 128 points. In eighth, Cthulhu is on 110 points. In ninth, Noxie on 99 points. 10th, Jocus on 89 points. Smiley is in 11th on 79 points, and Cyber Gypsy is 12th on 60 points. I don't know if Cyber Gypsy's here though, he missed last week, so I'm not sure if he's still with us or not. I've not seen anything in the chat about it. I know Jokas is on holiday, he's enjoying his hollybobs, and why not? So we've got Skyjacker on Secret 007 missions, and Jokas, he's on holiday. Do you think there's a double mission going there between the Polish and the British government, eh? It's not me, I'm not one to spread rumours, to tell you the truth. We're watching Alpha Nuts, Big Purple Monster. He's the host for this evening, in lieu of no Skyjacker. So, all our thanks and heaps of praise should go on that man for stepping in. Why have they up? Have we started qualifying? Have I been too busy looking at tables and stuff that I've missed qualifying starting? I think I have. I do apologise. Look at that, it's not even quite 8 o'clock yet, but I suppose we were all eager to go. We can see there Alpha Knot skirting around the outside of the mud. These cars are really difficult to control in the mud. They slide around. It does seem to be the fastest way is sideways. That's still on. The fastest way is sideways, which is the total opposite of what they're like in... giving up with that. In tarmac, where you have to drive them precisely and perfectly with no slide to make your tyres last. In the dirt, it's the total opposite. You have to make them go sideways, it seems, to get the speed out of them. Cthulhu, like I said, where is that man? Fourth. I mean, no one's set a time yet, so... But Cthulhu was supreme in the dirt. It was his first showing in the Subaru WRX Challenge, but he did a fantastic job. Here we can see he's just coming around. Everyone's spaced out really nicely. I think behind Cthulhu, whoever that is it Iron Bobber? Is quite close to someone. No, it's not him. Or maybe him and Homesick looked quite close, but they're not now. Spreading themselves out. I haven't noticed IR Graham on the sheet. I didn't know anything about IR Graham not being able to turn up. There is a message. I'm trying to get myself logged into YouTube so I can see the feed, see what Skyjacker's writing, because I imagine it's just Skyjacker telling me he's not James Bond and don't break his cover. I've been watching Chuck on Amazon Prime recently, so I'm obsessed with secret agent stuff at the moment. I do apologise. We're watching Koi Carp coming round. Here we go, times are being set now. Shadow Rider looks like he's set the fastest so far with the 21.7. Talaran's gone faster than that with the 21.266. Alpha Nut set at 26.5. We saw him having a bit of a wide line. Also Cthulhu's done a 22.621. That's good for third. So far, only 6/10 of Home 6 now popped it into third with a 122.007. Sorry, I am on the race pad trying to get things moving. Iron Bobber's done a 131. That'll put him somewhere near the back, I imagine. Kingshot's there, he hasn't set a time yet. He's on his outlap. Iron Bobber there with a 131. Kingshot's now set at 121, which is good for the front row. Indeed. Ooh, another purple monster. So we're going to have the two purple monsters duking it out this race. We will see. It's looking good for Kingshot. A 10th ahead of this man Talleyrand. He's going around again to try and get that spot back. Shadow Rider is also there. It's not far off the pace himself, so... Oh no, Shadow Rider's had a bit of an off. I'm really disorganised here because for some reason I've got the iPad in front of the keyboard. I'm reaching around the iPad to press buttons on a keyboard which I could just pull right close to me. So Kingshot is your provisional pole sitter with a 121.1. Someone's just set time. Homesick with a 120.8 has taken pole with that time, a 120.896. It's great. They are using DRS in the mud. They are brave. It does look like there is sort of like a slight straight there for them to be able to. When these cars reach 90, they can deploy the DRS, which means the back wing moves down. Smiley's just on a 126.5, and that puts him in 8th so far. Smiley also looked really good in the mud last time out. We'll have a quick look. He had a 6th, a 8th, a 9th and a 10th, so it was a good showing. Home 6 still up there on provisional pole. He's down on his own time now. Kingshot, we're waiting for him to come across the line. No, he's did a 121.8 his last time round, so he lost a bit of time. Talleyrand didn't manage to go any faster his next time round. Shadow Rider also, we saw him slowing right down. He did a 142, so he must have just slowed down to recoup. Cthulhu did a 122.6 on his second lap. He's 3/10 up, but he's 1.7 off of pole sitter Homesick. At this point, Koi Carp slowly dipping his toe back in the water, finding his feet again. He's been out of racing for a while now. Must be a month to 6 weeks that his PlayStation died. It was a sad day for us all. Shadow Rider's done a 121.1. That puts Shadow Rider in 3rd place. Spanking, my man, spanking. Great stuff. Wonderful. Making a race of it today, Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider had an awful outing, I believe, at the Suzuka last week. Where did he come? Cheeky, little Shadow Rider. 7th, it wasn't terrible then, so, but being up there, he'd be happy with that. Smiley and Iron Bobber both put times, 126.7 for Iron Bobber, and Smiley's was a 125.5. He's only 400s off of Noxie, who was ahead of him. Noxie on his first flying lap did a 25.502. He hasn't managed to better it yet, but Noxie is a man of build-up. He's slowly building up to it. He'll spank that time. You watch. So Homesick still sitting on pole. He's only got 2/10 really from Kingshot. Kingshot will be on a flyer this time round, I imagine. The GT Logitech Monster Subaru. Cthulhu's just set a 22.089, which is good for 5th place, which I believe he was in anyway. But he's 8 tenths behind Talleyrand and 1.8 seconds ahead of Alphanut. So he's splitting the WRC boys up somewhat. Homesick still there, 21.3 on his last effort. We're watching for King Shot to come across the line. He's flying over the brow of the hill. He did a 21.5. Oh, tight. Smiley's done a 23.1. Smiley's getting closer. Oh no, Smiley's in 6th. He's put himself ahead of Alphanut and Goikar by 8 tenths of a second. Great lap, Smiley. A 123.1. Wonderful work. We'll go through the field quickly. We've got Homesick in that Balnoxy, has done a 24.8. We'll get to him when we go down the order. And Koikar's done a 24.1. And we can see he's in 8th. It hasn't moved him anywhere. So Homesick is in 1st with King Shot 2nd. But we can see purple. We can see purple. Not his car, but next to his time. That means he's on a faster lap. Here he comes, 7 tenths up. Is that across the line? Is that not yet? Not yet. That's still just a sector. He can throw it away. We're watching with bated breath as he sideways through these corners, slices through this chicane. Tight down to the right-hander, all the way round with the back end, flipping it to the other way to get around the tight left-hander, and then back again to the right. It's like a seesaw effect. And then Florida, look at the control he's having into that corner. That's amazing work. He's dropped down to 3rd in the meantime. He's a 10th down. He's lost a bit of time, or no, I don't think anyone's gone faster. It's still Homesick's 20.8. 800s up a pole. Oh my God. Can he get round? You can see the control he's going to go. He's gone out wide there, but it's not lost him any time, we don't think. He's keeping the car straight over the bumps. You can lose him so easily. He's going round the right-hander. Iron Bobber's just done 25.8. It hasn't got him in the top 8 so far. I will look around, but I just want to see where King Shot ends up over the line. He's up again, 8 tenths. Oh my God. This lap is so up and down. This must be, no, sorry, has he been around and then he's going around again? I'm not sure, but he was up. It looks like he keeps getting up in the first. He's a 10th up in the 2nd sector. Yeah, he must have gone over the line. I don't know, 21.2. It didn't better his time or anything, but this is the final lap from all the guys. We're watching King Shot. We think he might. Cthulhu's done a 22.0. It's good for 5th. Watching for Iron Bobber come across the line through the what is the left, right, left. Oh, people are finishing now. Homesick's gone across the line. He's provisional pole, but only by 1/1000. You've got Talleyrand in 2nd with a 20.9 in the end. Whoa, Alpha looking really sideways over the corner. He's, oh no, that was King Shot, sorry. Oh yeah, the purple bloody monsters is going to struggle in it, but King Shot got 3rd in the end, ahead of Shadow Rider, who got 4th with a 121.162. Cthulhu got 5th with a 122.0. Smiley, a great 6th place with a 23.1. Alphanut in 7th with 23.963. Koikar coming back with a bang in 8th place with a 124.156. Noxie is in 9th with a 124.894. Iron Bobber down in 10th with a 25.879. But I think, is he still flying? No, he's, I don't know who's still flying around doing a lap and why we've got the long countdown. They've all done their run. They've done their run. No, qualifier has now ended, so that's your grid. Homesick, Talleyrand, King Shot, Shadow Rider. Whoa, what a grid. That first 4 at least. Racy, boys, racy. My God, here we go. You can see Homesick on pole with Talleyrand in 2nd, King Shot 3rd, Shadow Rider 4th, Cthulhu 5th, Smiley 6th, Alphanut 7th, Koikar 8th, Noxie 9th, Iron Bobber 10th. That, we can't see any lights. That's a shame. Shall we go? Oh, I can't do that. It's not letting me go in car right at this second. Anything better? Going into the first corner, Homesick's from Talleyrand, King Shot, Shadow Rider. Everyone seems to be doing okay. Camera's going nowhere. They're all by. We're staying here, it seems. Here we go. Oh my gosh, what's that view? So, Homesick with a comfortable lead of 4/10 ahead of Talleyrand, but Talleyrand is harrying him. He's right there, Talleyrand's up the side of him. He's not messing around. We can see King Shot going wide in the background. Homesick's lost first place to Talleyrand from a wide angle corner, but he's coming back at him up the underside of him. But Talleyrand's on the inside. He sticks it, but Homesick's not letting him get away. Behind King Shot, he's ahead of the Shadow Rider, ahead of Cthulhu, ahead of Noxie. Oh, they're both into the barrier. No, 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 no. Talleyrand pulls away. Loads of people are struggling with the barrier. Slowing that car down is impossible. Well, we're all moving now. Noxie, Smiley, Iron Bobber. Looks like Smiley lost a lot on that corner. So, Talleyrand just ahead of Homesick, with King Shot a little bit further back now. He's lost about a second on them guys, and he's about 8/10 ahead of Shadow Rider. We've got to watch these two. These two, they're ultimate drivers, and they know how to drive. It's amazing stuff. This might be the Homesick Talleyrand show, this race, if they keep this up. I will look around though. Let's have a quick look in. Oh, that's awful. There we go. Is that the best you can do? There we go. Talleyrand looks wide. He's had a knock of the barrier. Homesick has taken over the lead. Talleyrand couldn't keep the car straight over the bumps. He's lost second place to it. Can he keep second? He's lost first place. Can he keep second? King Shot's right there. Shadow Rider looks like he's dropped off these guys. No, he's not. He's there still. He's keeping an ever watchful eye. He'll be looking to take places here. Koikarp is up to 5th. He's kept it tidy, it seems, and he's got through the field, and he's just 2 and a bit seconds behind these first 4 in 5th place. Smiley up to 6th. We saw he was in 8th. There's all sorts of movement going around down here. Cthulhu's dropped from 5th down to 7th. Alpha Nut is in 8th. Iron Bobber 9th. He's moved up. Noxie's dropped down to the right, to the back now. How's the battle going between Homesick and Talleyrand? They're 4/10 apart. Now Talleyrand's got King Shot to think about. These two have never raced before together. As I believe King Shot is rookie of the season so far. Him and Smiley and Shadow Rider all new to this event. They've come in and they mean business straight off. Here we can see the top 3 all nose to tail, nothing in it between any of them. Talleyrand goes out a bit wide. Does that give King Shot the chance? No, King Shot's dropped back away a little bit. Homesick keeping control. Oh no, King Shot, is he up this side of Talleyrand? Talleyrand over the bumps again. Over the bumps again, bounces him out, and he's lost second place. Oh, he will not be happy. It's just that one thing, but Homesick looked wide then. King Shot's leading, yeah, Homesick was wide. Now Talleyrand's taken Homesick's place. Homesick will be worrying about Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider's on his way. He's having a look. He's taking a tight line down that corner, trying to get past Shadow, and he's made it work. Poor Homesick, down to 4th. So in 5th, Koikarp, 4 seconds behind Homesick, and 5 seconds ahead of Smiley, in quite a comfortable position. If he just drives nice and smooth for the rest of the 11 minutes remaining of this race, he could find himself in a good points position there. Cthulhu, 6th. We know he's good on the mud. We saw him in the last event. He was coming. So there's still trouble there, but Smiley also good in the muds. Is right up Cthulhu's backside, and he's not letting him get away. Alpha behind these guys, hoping that there's some action on the table if they get involved with each other. And it could happen, these cars. You cannot slow them down in the mud. Oh, there's a yellow flag. Someone is heading off. Where? We're looking through the fields. No. It looks like everyone is where they should be. Koikarp. No, King Shot's dropped down to 3rd. 4th. Shadow Rider's up to 3rd. Homesick's in 2nd again, so there's some action here. They're both sideways over there. You wobble over that crest and you lose time. So Talleyrand is back in the lead. I don't know if we'll get any kind of replay. We can have a look. He was already in the lead, so what about behind him? Homesick 2nd, Shadow Rider 3rd, King Shot 4th. I don't think we caught it. We've seen all that. How boring for you guys, sorry. And here we go then. So King Shot up to 3rd now. He's getting past Shadow Rider. It's a struggle to look around because up ahead now we can see Talleyrand and Homesick are at it again for the lead. We're on lap 4. Here at Sardegna Windmills. Oh, Talleyrand's gone out wide. He's touched the barrier. Does that give Homesick the chance he needs? He's up there. He's up his bumper. They're going into the corner together. Synchronised sliding. Beautiful thing to be seen. It's a beautiful thing. Whoa. Looked like Talleyrand was facing the wrong way, but I think he was doing the Swing it one way. There's Homesick. Lovely sideways action there. Flip it the other way. You're going to flip it the other way? Yeah. What is it? The Scandinavian flip. Oh, Homesick's taking a tighter line up there. More than our friend Talleyrand. Talleyrand's out wide, but he's still maintaining the lead. Behind them, Kingshot still ahead of Shadow Rider. Koikart still in 5th. Cthulhu is now he's 6th ahead of Smiley. Alpha is in at 8th. Wow, this is intense. So the fastest man out there is Kingshot with a 121.2. Oh, Talleyrand's gone wide. Homesick's taken the lead. Homesick was retaking the lead, but Talleyrand's coming back at him. Was there a knock? Is Homesick having to give it back? No, he's defending it, I think. He takes a wide line out there and he loses places. Homesick's down to 2nd. Just went sideways with Kingshot. Kingshot's there. He's up the inside of Homesick. Can he make it stick? No, because Homesick's now on the inside and that leaves Kingshot out on the dry. They're going forward. I want to look around, but there's Talleyrand. He's hit the barrier. He's hit that barrier. We can see Shadow Riders there, but Kingshot's now got ahead of Homesick. Homesick's down to 3rd. They're both trying to go for a move up the inside of Talleyrand. Is going to end in tears. No, Kingshot makes it stick. And so does Homesick. Keep Talleyrand's down to 3rd. My word, this is racing. This is something else. Kingshot now leading your race with Homesick close behind. Talleyrand behind him. I dare look at the 3 of them going sideways around the corner. Talleyrand's trying to stick up with them. There's Kingshot. There's Homesick. Talleyrand's dropped off a little bit. He's got Shadow Rider now to think about, right off his inside. This is the bump that Talleyrand bounces over. He's bouncing again. He's going out there. It's Shadow Rider. Yes, Shadow Rider's getting through. We're going to call that Talleyrand's bump. And Shadow Rider gets the last podium position, but Talleyrand will not let that go. Koikart still comfortable in that 5th place, 4.6 seconds ahead of Cthulhu and 6.3 seconds behind Talleyrand. Behind Koikart, Cthulhu is 4 seconds ahead of Smiley and 4.3 seconds behind Koikart. He'll be trying to catch up Koikart. We know he can move in the dirt. So there's Smiley in a great 7th place, 5.3 seconds ahead of Alpha Nut and 4 seconds behind. In 8th, Alpha Nut, 5.3 seconds behind Smiley and 11 seconds ahead of Noxie. Noxie's not having a great race today, but he's a 8 tenths ahead of Iron Bobber. These two are locked in their own little battle. Down here at the back, having fun themselves. So up ahead we can still see Kingshot, Homesick. Oh, Talleyrand's got back up into 3rd. He's got past Shadow Rider. It looks like Shadow Rider was lifting, ghosting, so it looks like maybe he was paying a penalty. No, just coming around to finish the lap now, so he'd be serving his penalty now. If any penalties do occur, which I don't think there's much corner cutting in the mud. This is Talleyrand's corner. He's got it. He hasn't made that same mistake now. He's on his way back against Homesick, 8 tenths behind. Kingshot still leading this race by 1.5 seconds. You could say he's got it all under control. 6.5 minutes left to go of the race here at 6:30 in the morning in game at Sardegna Windmills, watching Kingshot plough through the mud in his Subaru Time Attack WRX car. But Homesick, Talleyrand, they look like they're no, Talleyrand's gone. Oh, Talleyrand's facing the wrong way. Oh my lord, I don't know if he'd want to see that. So we can see Talleyrand there. It was on lap 7. He was fighting Homesick for a different bump this time, put an end to his challenge against Homesick. Hopefully he'll come back. He's still in 4th, 3.9 seconds ahead of Koikart, but that gives Koikart a bit of oomph to aim at now. Now Homesick, without the hassle of Talleyrand in his wing mirrors, he's pulled up to Kingshot, 3 tenths, but Kingshot is on his fastest lap. Kingshot holds the fastest lap of the track so far in race 1, and Homesick's taking it, 1:20.4. So yes, definitely racing on between 1st and 2nd with only 5 minutes left. It's still anyone's game. Shadow Rider promoted to 3rd after Talleyrand's spin. He's 6 seconds virtually ahead of Talleyrand. Like, he only has to keep it tidy, keep the nose facing forward, and he's got an easy podium there. But I don't think there's such a thing as an easy podium when you're driving in the mud. How exciting can we get? We'll go back to King Shot. He's now half a second ahead of Homesick. Homesick coming back at him, 2.6 seconds. Homesick having a real good look at these decals on the side of his door there. That was amazing. Oh my lord, these cars, when they're sideways, you don't think they're coming back from it, or you think they're going to plummet into each other, and then the back end just snaps back into place, and then they carry on their merry way. It's amazing to see. Here we go, 2/10 in it. We see Shadow Rider there in third on his lonesome, 6.3 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand's 5 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu's got past Koikab. What happened to Koikab? Oh, so we've seen Koikab must have had some sort of, it's already happened. We've missed it, sorry. So Koikab's dropped from 5th down to 6th behind Cthulhu, 5.2 seconds. He's 2 seconds ahead of Smiley, only 1.8 seconds. Smiley's coming at him. Alpha is 10 seconds behind Smiley, but he's just done his fastest lap at 23.127. Iron Bobber and Noxie's battle carry on, but I think now Iron Bobber is ahead of Noxie, where it was the other way round when we last saw him, but it looks like Noxie is just about to. If he can get past Iron Bobber, who's swinging one way, swinging another way. He's just having fun out there, I think. Here we go then, in the lead, Homesick. Was Homesick not in the lead? I do apologise if he wasn't. He wasn't, was he? Oh, I'm sorry. So Homesick is leading this race now from King Shot, only by half a second. I do apologise, Homesick, I missed your move. Shadow Rider in third, only 3 seconds behind these guys. These guys make a mistake and take each other into a barrier, then it's Shadow Rider's race. There we go, King Shot just tagging the back of Homesick. We can't quite do anything about it. Homesick is in control today. He's found his mojo. Bojo. Great race these guys are having. Shadow Rider is 11 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. I mean, Talleyrand must have had another off, we believe, and now he's only 1.7 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. Oh my. Cthulhu and Talleyrand raced each other Saturday in our Max 5 series. They had a bit, oh, it's that Talleyrand bump again. He does not like that bump in that straight. But yeah, these had quite a forceful race with each other. And now Cthulhu is only half a second behind. We've only got 2 minutes left of racing. Homesick is there, and he's only 6/10 ahead of King Shot, so it's not all done and dusted yet. I was watching Talleyrand and Cthulhu, but the lead is only 3/10. Homesick has the fastest lap. King Shot 7/10. He's not settling. He's not settling at all. He's pushing with everything he's got. These two battling has let Shadow Rider pull a second in, so maybe by the end of this lap, or in about a minute or so, they're all going to be racing each other. Talleyrand, he's fending off Cthulhu. Cthulhu there, started 5th, dropped back a couple of places, fought his way back up to 5th place, but he can see 4th in the way of Talleyrand. Talleyrand's just trying his best, but there's Cthulhu up the inside. Is it enough? No, we can't see Cthulhu. There they are. Oh, we're coming up to the Talleyrand's bump. He doesn't like it. He's trying to stay straight over it. He's gone sideways again. Has he done the same thing? No. No, it's taken Cthulhu out. Talleyrand's bump has paid him dividends tonight. It's been his hindrance, but in the fight for the last lap, it has helped him greatly. So Homesick 1.6 seconds. King Shot struggling now. King Shot struggling and having to defend from Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider smelling a second place. That would be his best finish, I believe. I'll just look at the race pad here. And Shadow Rider, no, he has had a second in round 1 at the Red Bull Ring 3rd race. But he'll equal, is he? Shadow Rider hasn't had a win, but I don't think a win is in the cards today. Homesick only has to take it home. 18 seconds left of this race. He's just coming round near the finish line now. Looks like everyone's going to finish on the same lap, which is nice. King Shot, 2.4 seconds. He's second ahead of Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider 13 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. Oh, yeah, Talleyrand and Cthulhu a second apart. They're racing right up to the line. Here we go. crossing the line now, are they? Is it Homesick to Kingshot to Shadow Rider? That's your podium. First, second and third. That's amazing. Here comes Talleyrand. Can he maintain that fourth away from Cthulhu? Cthulhu's there. Only 6/10 behind him. They go over the jump together virtually. And yes, Talleyrand crosses the line. Cthulhu in fifth. Koikarp coming round. Brilliant comeback for Koikarp. He's been away for a few months. Well, 2 months nearly. And he comes back for 6th place. Fantastic finish. Smiley in 7th. Should be happy with that. It's great finish. Alpha Nut in 8th. And don't think Alpha enjoys the mud as much as the tarmac. Always has good showings in tarmac. Noxie, that final battle between him and Iron Bobber. Looks like Noxie won it in the end. He's coming round the last corner onto the final straight over Talleyrand's bump. That's caught a few people out that bump tonight. Noxie in 9th. And here we go. Iron Bobber coming round to finish in the final position. Well done, guys. You all did a great race. Homesick, Kingshot, Shadow Rider, Talleyrand, Cthulhu, Koikarp, Smiley. And there you see Homesick with the pole position, the fastest lap, and the race victory. Congratulations, that man. I'm just wondering when his last win was. So, Homesick Aliens' last win was race 2, round 1. So he'll be happy to taste the champagne again and enter the victory lane. Kingshot, an amazing 2nd place, always has a great showing on the mud. This is going to help his championship. Homesick and Kingshot are in a championship battle. See Graham, IR Graham, our man, on the YouTube, saying he's sorry he couldn't be here. We miss you. We miss you, Graham. As long as you're back next week, it'll be all forgiven. And there we see. To where was I up to? Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider, an amazing finish. Is that? It's not his highest. We already checked that, didn't we? We think he got a podium. Yeah, he got 2nd place in the Red Bull Ring in round 1, and he got a 2/3 last time out in the mud. So he does like the mud. Amazing. Talleyrand, first time in, and he's 4th. So cannot complain about that. If it weren't for that bump, that Talleyrand bump, I think he could have actually won this race, maybe. Cthulhu 5th, good solid finish. Dropped back a bit, fought it way back. Koikarp, like I said, hasn't raced for a few weeks, for a month, and straight back in with a good 6th place. Smiley in 7th, solid for him. Alpha Nut in 8th, Noxie in 9th, and Iron Bobber finished in 10th. Homesick Alien got the fastest lap with a 1:20.193 on lap 11. Hoo-wee. That was good fun, wasn't it? I'll just have a little sip of my coffee. I hope everything sounds good. I bought myself a new headset. The cheapest one I've ever bought, and it'd probably be the best one out of the lot of them. But it was 15 quid from Tesco. Yeah, it's like sponsorship. Yeah. Yes, £15 from Tesco. It's a Recon Chat by Turtle Beach. Hear everything, defeat everyone. Are you all defeated out there? Because my new headset seems to think that I can defeat you all. Rah. Okay, so is someone on the track? Shall we go and have a look at the track whilst they get ready for race 2? No one's actually driving around, because that's always fun. Yes, so if you guys sit tight, I'll give you a break, an audio break from me for at least 5 minutes, whilst I'm gonna build a tinfoil hat for later when I get in touch with the aliens, with the Homesick Aliens. So sit tight, guys. I will return before race 2, and you've got Cthulhu to watch. Well done, Cthulhu, you just volunteered. Woohoo! Hello, good evening and welcome back to the Virtual Racers Club. I don't know what was going on there with the screen. I think it's because we was going to get a visitation. Is there any sound? Hello? Am I in the wrong earbuds? Am I behind time? Nobody knows. Sound there. I'm behind time on the iPad, I think. Hello, good evening and welcome. I apologise if you can hear this. I'm not hearing it on the YouTube because I think the YouTube's behind. Here we go, I'm up to date. There you go. I must have sounded like a right spacky dick. There you go, I'm yeah. Hello. So, after that, did you see the screen going really weird as well? That was bizarre. I think it's there was gremlins. I'm blaming gremlins in the mix. So I was trying to get some words with Homesick about his race, how he felt it went. I've got a quick sound snippet for you. I mean, I don't know if you heard that, but that's the message we got in from the alien. At the moment, we're watching practice before Heat 2. Oh, I've got to let Alpha not know that I am back. This is the new way. Oh, he's got race 2 at 12:40, so I'm back in time. But I will write back anyway, just so we are all on the same page as each other and we sound dynamic and smooth. There you go. I'm getting a message through YouTube saying, what are you up to with your cameras flying all over the place? Some weird robotic voice. You've finally lost the plot. Thingy-majig. Finally lost the plot. So King Shot, second fastest. Ooh, let me get rid of that bit of info for you. Where is the chat on this? So, Cthulhu, fastest with a 120.900. King Shot there in his practice session managed a 22.423. Talaran managed a good 5 laps there. He went out there, tried to sort out that bump, I imagine. Oh, and look at this. We're starting race 2. This, I believe, is the positions of the sprint race. Reversed. Iron Bobber leading. Noxie to Alpha Nut, Smiley, Quick-Up, Cthulhu, Talaran, Shadow Rider, King Shot, and Homesick in last. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. This is a shocking camera angle. So we'll sit on board with Smiley, shall we? Or Quick-Up, because we haven't had him in. Quick-Up, they're off anyway. We're sat on board Quick-Up. We've got Cthulhu on our outside. Iron Bobber's kept the lead to Noxie to Alpha Knot. Cthulhu's moved up ahead of Smiley. And then we've got Talaran on the outside. We're going to go to an external camera. And we're going to go and have a look around. There we can see Quick-Up holding off Talaran behind with Talaran and King Shot. They're both all alongside. He's getting double past either side of him. Shadow Rider's made it stick. King Shot's gone through. Iron Bobber's still leading. Alpha Knot has now taken second place. Cthulhu is in third. Noxie's dropped back to fourth. King Shot is up to fifth. Smiley's down 7th, so Iron Bobber trying to hold that lead for as long as he possibly can. You saw Alpha Knot taking a... And there goes Iron Bobber, he's gone. After I said he was trying to keep hold of the lead, Cthulhu's now taking the lead from Alpha Knot. There's Noxie, he's still there in the mellow yellow car. Is he going to break in time? He's on the side of the Alpha. Alpha's gone out wide. Oh my lord, Cthulhu to Noxie. King Shot is in third, coming against Noxie. There's Alpha. We saw him going out wide. We don't know if it was Noxie that leant on him to go, can go out there now. King Shot has got past Noxie. Noxie's gone wide there. He's going round to the left. Right-hander and into the left-hander. Cthulhu still leading this race by a second. King Shot in second. Noxie third. Here we have a battle there for fourth. Smiley, Shadow Rider, Quick-Up, all in the same space. You can see Homesick in the background now. Homesick's up to sixth. From Shadow Rider, Quick-Up there. Oh, Quick-Up sideways going over Talaran's hill. He's in the barrier. That means everyone should be able to get past him. No, Alpha not. Koikar's dropped behind Alpha, but stays ahead of Homesick. But Homesick's getting through now. There's Iron Bobber, who was leading this race at the beginning, and Talleyrand right at the back must have had a big off. Okay then, Cthulhu leading this race by a second. King Shot never risen to the top again. This pair in the mud, racing each other. Noxie holding on to that third place from Smiley. These two are having a ding-dong of a fight. Shadow Rider there trying to find a way past, but oh, he's gone wobbly, and there we see Noxie. Noxie hitting the barrier, he's got a penalty. Smiley's there and Shadow Rider as well. They're side by side having a bit of a bat on the doors. Fighting for supremacy and the alpha of the track, but Smiley's gone out wide, and it looked like Noxie had gone out wide as well. This gives Shadow Rider a good chance. Up ahead, Cthulhu still ahead of King Shot, ahead of this battle that we're watching right now with Noxie, Shadow Rider. I can't see Noxie. Noxie's gone there now. Shadow Rider's gone up to third place. He got third for the first race. He's having an amazing event. He's round 6 is suiting Shadow Rider down to the ground. So Noxie hasn't let him go too far yet. Cthulhu still ahead of King Shot in the distance. And he's sideways over that hill, but he's maintained it. Still holds that third place. So Noxie is in fourth. He's dropped away from Shadow Rider a little bit now, but he's ahead of Smiley. He's banged the barrier in an awkward way, sent the back end round, but he's kept hold of that fourth place. Smiley now ahead of Homesick. Homesick's closing in on Smiley. He won the first race, so we know he has the speed. He's coming at him. Alpha Nut shuffled down to 7th, ahead of Iron Bobber, who was leading at some point. Talleyrand's got off that last place, and Koikar's stepped down into it. So up ahead, Cthulhu. Oh, he's in the barriers. King Shot's gone through. King Shot has gone through. Cthulhu too fast into that last corner. Okay, I heard another bang as well. Was that Shadow Rider hitting it? And there's Homesick. He's got ahead of Smiley and Noxie. So now Homesick in 4th place, chasing down your top 3, which is King Shot, Cthulhu and Shadow Rider. Smiley ahead of Noxie now. Noxie's dropped down a few places. He's ahead of Talleyrand by 3 seconds. We're 11 minutes into this race. Iron Bobber and Alpha has now dropped down to the back row. Koikar and Alpha having a little battle at the back. There's racing all the way all over the place. Looks like Koikar slid all the way across the front of Alpha. Alpha's got through, trying to get some traction down in the mud. It really is. So King Shot now half a second ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu's not letting him get away. Let's have a little bit of this juicy goodness. So we're sat on board Cthulhu in second, 7/10 behind King Shot, the car, GT Logitech car ahead. Pink Monster. Cthulhu's on the fastest lap. Behind we have Shadow Rider, but it's too far back to worry us. He's 4.5 seconds. He must be falling into the travel. Oh, we've got to get on that brake. King Shot has got that last corner really sorted out nicely, and he's sweet as a nut. Goes through there sideways, doesn't go and hit the barrier like a lot of them are struggling with. All these cars, they ride the bumps, but you've got to go straight over them. I mean, in a straight line you can't be sideways or slide in, and they'll just fling you off to one side. So coming round to near the end of the track now, tight left, swing it back for a tight right, back into a tight left. Oh, we're up the inside of King Shot, but it's not enough. King Shot's still there. Oh, we're side by side. Let's get external, shall we? And watch, Cthulhu has taken the lead from King Shot, but King Shot's still there. They're both over the bump that swings you out. They both hit the barrier on the opposite sides, but Cthulhu's managed to maintain it. King Shot 3/10 behind. Oh, Shadow Rider meanwhile has dropped back 3.2 seconds, and he's got Homesick chasing him down by 1.9 seconds. Behind Homesick we've seen Talleyrand, who was at the back, has managed to make his way through. We haven't seen any of it, I apologise. Smiley and Noxie 6th and 7th, with Iron Bobber slowly coming through again. Alpha ahead of Koikar, which we saw earlier. So up ahead, Cthulhu leading. King Shot there behind us, only 6/10 in it. King Shot's coming back, looks like he's got a better drive through that corner. See the rear wing drop. King Shot's just there where we're going up to a sweeping right. And then we have to really get on the brakes at the end of this small straight, really heavy on the brakes for a tight left. King Shot sideways already. He's pointing the car up the other side of the Cthulhu. Going around again, but he's lost a little bit there. He's lost a little. Those cars look beautiful when they're sideways. They really, really do. We're sat on board looking backwards at second place. King Shot from first place. Cthulhu leading this race. Goes across the finish line. Start the 6th lap. King Shot ever getting closer. He's just 2 tenths. It's been 2 tenths for a while now. As beautiful as this shot is, oh, there's been a slide in, and Cthulhu, King Shot. Oh, I'm doing buttons and I don't know what I'm doing. King Shot, I think, lifted off to let Cthulhu through again. Probably didn't feel that was a right move then. Whew. Right, let's get out the camera. So, Cthulhu leading this race from King Shot. Back there we can see Shadow Rider now has Homesick for company. He's hit the barrier. That's all Homesick needs. He doesn't need much more of an invitation than that. He's up. He's coming through. What's he got to do? He's got to. But Shadow Rider's maintained that from the alien. He's fought off the alien for another lap. Oh, King Shot is in lead. King Shot has got ahead of Cthulhu. Can we see that action? They're there side by side going into the... Oh, it's not even a hairpin. It's a tight right, tight left, sorry. Tight right, tight left. He did it through that section. And he did it well. Very good. Very good indeed. So back to the race. King Shot 6 tenths ahead of Cthulhu, who's in second place, who's 1.6 seconds ahead of Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider is still maintaining that lead from Homesick, and he's doing a fine job at it. Behind Homesick, Talleyrand in 5th. Smiley is in 6th. Alphanut's got himself up to 7th ahead of Iron Bobber. I do apologise if he's not getting full race coverage, but there's so much action just in the top 4. It's Homesick's got through. Homesick's got through whilst Shadow Rider was struggling on the grass, but now Shadow Rider has come back. But no, King Shot. Cthulhu's taken King Shot. King Shot. Cthulhu. King Shot. So Cthulhu's already there. No, I don't know. Cthulhu has already made the move, I think, so we missed it. But what an epic race Cthulhu and King Shot are having, which is letting Shadow Rider catch him up now. Shadow Rider is on King Shot's tail. And there's Homesick as well. A 4-way lead battle we've got going on here. I don't know, Homesick's still there. Homesick's got the inside of Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider's been shuffled down 4th. We've got 5.5 minutes left of this race. There's 4 up for the fight for first. Talleyrand in 5th, a little further back, but he's just about to post the fastest lap of the race. That's held by Homesick with a 1:20.1, but he's that corner got him again. I mean, that bump got him again. Smiley down in 6th, only 1.2 seconds ahead of Alphanut. Alphanut's on the comeback. There's Alphanut now. He's ahead of Noxie, who's in 8th place. He's 5 seconds behind Alphanut, but only 3 seconds ahead of Iron Bobber. Iron Bobber on his way. He likes the tarmac a lot more, I believe. He's a master at looking after his tyres. I think he's a smooth driver at heart. It probably feels a little bit alien to him going sideways around these corners. He's doing a fine job though. That's a beautiful drift. And Koikar back into 10th. But I imagine he didn't have any expectations from this race, being out of the game for so long. Man, we're having a party here. So, Cthulhu leading this race by half a second. Oh, Homesick. What's gone on here then? So, Cthulhu, Homesick's already in 2nd. I don't know where King Shot and Shadow Rider are. Just trying to hold there. King Shot's still there. Shadow Rider looks like he's dropped off these guys. So somewhere along the way, Homesick has got ahead of King Shot, and that's the end of the replay. So Cthulhu leading from Homesick, who's ahead of King Shot in 3rd, and Shadow Rider, he's not far behind. He hasn't dropped right off. He's 1.5 seconds behind these guys. He's on the fastest lap. Who is holding the fastest lap? Still Homesick Alien with a 1:20.1. Talleyrand in 5th place. 8.5 seconds. There's a lot to ask in 3 minutes, but if someone has a spin, if one of those guys, if they all come across each other up the front there, then they're all out. There's Alphanot. He's had an amazing comeback from right at the back. He is he's made his way up to 6th, ahead of Smiley, who's ahead of Noxie, who's ahead of Iron Bobber, who's ahead of Koi Cup. So up in the lead now. We can't move away too much because things keep changing. Cthulhu is just soaking up that pressure, soaking it up from the Alien and King Shot. King Shot's now shuffled his way past the Homesick Alien, swapping positions all the way around. Going to get on Homesick's car, I think. We're going to have a little enjoyment. Oh, King Shot went over wide over the jump. Is Homesick here to take the lead? Oh, he slows down just enough now, but Homesick is in 2nd. King Shot just behind. We saw King Shot going wide over the jump, hitting that barrier that we've seen so many people hit this evening. And now Homesick, after winning the first round, is in 2nd place. This is great for his championship, and with IR Graham not able to attend, it's really helping. They all get to drop scores. So, you know, if you miss a round, it's not the end of the world. There's Cthulhu out wide on the barrier now. Homesick's coming up close. He's coming up close. Is he bringing King Shot with him? No, he's dropped King Shot. Let's get back out of the car because King Shot is now racing Shadow Rider. Back here in 3rd place, Shadow Rider is only 3/10 behind King Shot. He's looking for a way past. He's there alongside him. No, not quite up alongside him. Cthulhu Homesick still 1st and 2nd. How much fun are we having? Jesus, there aren't drop scores. No drop scores. You miss a round, you're giving them places up for champs. Oh, that must be painful for Skyjacker then. This must have been a really important 007 mission for him to lose scores because he's on the comeback in the championship. I think he's only 4th or something. He's had like some really good finishes recently. So yeah, that's pain. That takes some pain. That does missing around if there's no drop scores. Wow. Do you know what? Really should read the rules, shouldn't I, before we start these races? Cthulhu leading this race by 1/2 second to Homesick. Homesick is in 2nd, but he has a mirror full of King Shot. Skyjack says it is very painful losing these points. So, we've got Homesick. He was virtually next to Cthulhu. He was alongside him. Cthulhu's indicating, saying, you try and take me that side. And Homesick says, I will. King Shot's there saying, you get past Cthulhu, I'm coming with you, maters. Look at them 3, and it's just synchronised drifting. It's so beautiful. Shadow Rider just there in the distance. Oh, King Shot's really out wide. That's going to help Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider's on his way back now. 11 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand's got that 5th place pretty much wrapped up on his own. 11 seconds from one, 11 seconds to the other. Let's get back to Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider's having to lift for some reason, which lets King Shot get away. Now Homesick is... Oh, this is it. This is the finish line. Wow, there you go. Cthulhu to Homesick. What a finish. 2/10. King Shot 3rd. Shadow Rider 4th. What a race. Talleyrand in 5th place, coming round to take the line over his favourite bump. There he goes. Woo! Bang. 5th place. Wonderful. Alphanot 6th. That's a great race from Alphanot. I imagine he wasn't expecting too much from this. So there's Alphanot finally going over at 6th place. Iron Bobber got ahead of... Oh, but he's throwing it away. Who's it going to be? No! Noxie! Noxie in the very last there. Did you see him just slip it up the inside? But he's got a 3-second penalty. He's going to lose all the positions going across the line with that. But Smiley sideways going over the bump. So's Iron Bobber. What? No one can work this out. Noxie, yeah. Noxie got shuffled down there. Smiley. No, Iron Bobber finished 7th then. Smiley finished 8th. Noxie got shoved down to 9th for his penalty. And there we can see Koi Cup. Pretty much a test session, I'd imagine, for Koi Cup, getting used to it all. Fancy coming back on the mud as well. Oh, yeah, cross the line backwards. That's amazing. And the prize for fanciest line cross goes to Koi Cup. That was wonderful. Deep breath, guys. we'll just try and analyse what happened there. Congratulations, Fernando Gattuso! Up 5 positions. What an amazing race. I tell you. I want to save replay of that just to watch it. I need to watch each car because that was something else. Cthulhu, congratulations to the win. Homesick, second, gave it everything. Couldn't take anything away from the man. He fought hard for that win, but he just could not break the Spaniard. In third place, King Shot. He was leading. He was second. He was racy as hell, and it was fun to watch. He'll be maybe disappointed with third, but the adrenaline, he must be shaking. All 3 of them at the top there, and Shadow Rider. What an amazing race by the top 4. Talleyrand, we saw him drop to the back and then work his way up to 5th, so he had an amazing race. Alphanut also near the front at the beginning and dropped to the back, made his way back up to 6th. Great race. Iron Bobber also saw drop to the back, come back again up to 7th, Smiley 8th, Noxie 9th, and Koi Carp in 10th. Your fastest lap was the Alien, Homesick Alien, with a 1:20.162. I'm sure that's what he got in the first race. And you're happy with that, Homesick? You're definitely what? And you certainly are, Homesick. Amazing. So that's an old joke. We won't use that anymore, and I don't even know if the mic picks it up. That was round 2. We've still got another one to do, guys. We have still got another one to do. And that is going to be at 9:10. So we've got about 10 minutes, and it's going to be in the dark. Oh, I love this series so much. It's awesome. I never want it to end. This is round 6 of 10. So we've only got like 4 rounds after this. Next week is going to be... It's going to be at Humdinger. It's Bathurst. An hour endurance race. And they have to drive smooth because that will kill their tyres. It's going to be beautiful to see. And I'm telling you, at Suzuka, we saw some interesting strategies. So I can't wait to see what happens at Bathurst. Homesick Alien says his eyeballs are sweating. All 8 of them. Okay, right, well, we're all feeling very hot. It was a good session. We got a lot of feelings out on the board, I think. Men together, sharing. And I think we should have some reflection time now. And all just have a moment of silence, 5 minutes maybe. I'll be back soon. Don't go away. Why would you? Why would you? Gonna miss everything. hello, good evening, and welcome back again. This is going to be our third instalment of our race here at Sardegna Windmills for round 6 of the WRX challenge. My God, can I do it a third time? I'm just not sure. That was a race. The first was a race. I've been trying to work out the sums, and by my calculation this race has to be won by Kingshot, because it's only fair in the universe. Cthulhu's had a win, Home 6 had a win. It's got to be Kingshot's turn, because all three of those have been above and beyond in this round. Everyone, obviously everyone who's even taking part is above and beyond. Oh, let me just let the host know that I'm jibber-jabbering to you folks. I imagine at some point we'll have a code word so it doesn't look so obvious to you guys out there. If I'll just put a K or 007, like Skyjacker. He's in Russia right now with Bianca Vokolov, trying to woo her to give in the secret codes for the nuclear disarmament. I just saw a car going backwards, I'm sure of it. That is so odd. It's something you don't often see. Oh, I think Cthulhu was spinning. I say it's not something you often see in the GT sport. That's more of a flashback to my drive club days, when that's all you ever saw was cars going the wrong way around the track. These guys, they're having a rest, and so they deserve, after that hot sauna of a race for race 2. Kingshot out there, 122.132. We've had the fastest laps in each race of a 120.1, I think Home 6 has dominated the fastest laps in here. It's been something else. Race 3 that we're just about to start is at 9:30 in game, and it's not far different from real life. I mean, it's 9:05 now. I think we're racing at 9:10 is what we was told. Host is asking if everyone is ready. I can't imagine they are. Another 10 minutes, please. Still trying to catch our breath here. There's Talleyrand. That muddy, dirty Subaru. Could have cleaned it before race 3. You'd think he'd get one mechanic at least out there. The lowest paid one, giving it a scrub. Oh, everyone's saying yes. Ready for race 3. What is race 3 gonna have in it? We've had everything. I can't imagine. And there we go. The final race of round 6 has been started. Just feel that intenseness, and not friends in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. Rachel and Chandler are having a mare about something, as per usual, and Monica's shoving her busy beeswax of a nose in. Just stay out of it, Monica. It's not your issue, okay? Flipping friends. And there we go. We've got Kuikarp sat on the front of the grid, with Noxie in 2nd, Smiley 3rd, Iron Bobber 4th, Alphanut 5th, Harleran 6th, and there go. Noxie slowly getting a better start than Kuikarp there. Iron Bobber staying behind Kuikarp though. Is he all going to make it through clean? Iron Bobber just whips up the inside, but no, there's a lot of banging and shoveling, and oh my God, what's happened? Shadow Rider looked like he bumped somebody. It was a mess. I can't tell you what happened there in the middle of the field. We'll see how it's all spanned out. Noxie is your leader by half a second to Kuikarp. Kuikarp has got a Kingshot and an Alphanut, 2 purple monsters, coming up the inside of him. Oh, there's been a bang there between Alpha and Kuikarp, and it wasn't, but Alphanut's managed to maintain going, and Kingshot is in 3rd with Shadow Rider forcing his way past. Kingshot had to go out wide to concede that place, but Shadow Rider did not make it stick. There's Kuikarp shuffled down to 5th place. Home 6 up to 6th already from back of the grid. Talleyrand down in 7th. Iron Bobber, 8th. Smiley is in 9th, Cthulhu 10th. No, Cthulhu would have started from the back because he won the last race, so Cthulhu hasn't made any headway yet. So up ahead, Kingshot. Kingshot's ahead of Shadow Rider. Noxie's dropped back. Noxie's dropped back to 3rd place. And we've got Kingshot. No, Shadow Rider is in 1st. There's a bit of argy-bargy between Kingshot and Shadow Rider. It's a hot day. 2 races. We've had lots of adrenaline pumping through everyone's veins. Everyone's hyped up. This is going to be a fraught race, I believe. But there you go. Kingshot taking the lead. Ahead of Shadow Rider by half a second. Shadow Rider is in 2nd, ahead of Noxie by 1.7 seconds, but Noxie has got Alpha and now Homesick breathing down his neck. There's Noxie out wide. This gives Alpha and Homesick, but Homesick's got an issue with Talleyrand up the inside, and Talleyrand spun it, has he not? Yes, Iron Bobber's got through. Oh my gosh, let me try and sort this out then. So Homesick, Iron Bobber is in 6th, Smiley's in 7th, Talleyrand down to 8th after that small spin. Cthulhu's up to 9th, ahead of Koikart. Koikart must have had an issue. And Cthulhu has got off of the back there. I can see Iron Bobber hitting the wall. That wall really hurts a few people, but Kingshot's still leading this race by 1.5 seconds. He is not messing around. He is just disappearing into the distance. Shadow Rider can't keep that pace going. He's trying. He's in 2nd place. He's 3.2 seconds ahead of Alphanut. Alphanut, where did Homesick go? Homesick's dropped down to 5th, fighting with Noxie. Alphanut's up in 3rd. There's Noxie and Homesick. Noxie's on the outside. Homesick's on the inside there. Noxie's still maintaining that back end. He's in the way of Talleyrand. He's still holding up. He's not holding up Talleyrand, but he's and Homesick's not getting away from Noxie. They're going over the bumps. We all love. This is the bump. Noxie took a knock on the barrier and he makes it across the bump, but behind Talleyrand. Talleyrand's managed to get ahead of Homesick. Homesick's had a mare somewhere. He's still there in the Repsol Subaru. Up ahead. So Kingshot now 1 second ahead of Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider's coming back at him. He's finding a little extra pace, 1.5 seconds. It's not letting him get away, but it's really just out of these two up in the lead with 5.5 seconds. Behind Shadow Rider is Alpha. Alpha racing Talleyrand now. Talleyrand only 6/10 behind Alphanut. Talleyrand he doesn't get to take part many times on a Thursday evening, so he'll be wanting to walk away with this, with something, with a little reward, a little trophy for being on podium maybe. He's in 3rd place, well he's in 4th, looking to get in Alpha's 3rd place. Alpha having a great race at the moment. Don't want to curse him by saying anything out of place. Kingshot's still leading. We'll have a quick look. He is 1.3 seconds ahead of Shadow Rider. He's not getting away from Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider is sticking with him. He's to and fro him, 10th here and a 10th there, but there's Shadow Rider. He's hit the barrier, so that's given Kingshot a cleaner run away. There we go, Alphanut looking more sideways than usual in a corner, giving Talleyrand half a sniff, but we're coming up to Talleyrand's favourite part of the track, going over Talleyrand bump. Talleyrand all over the place, over his own bump, and Homesick's taking it. And Talleyrand falls back to 5th, ahead of Noxie. Noxie having a great race. I know he's dropped a few places, but he's 4 seconds ahead of Iron Bobber in 6th place. That's solid. That is solid stuff. Iron Bobber, 7th, sorry, Iron Bobber, 4 seconds behind Noxie, 1.8 seconds ahead of Koikart. Koikart's got ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu's not having as good a race as we have seen from him recently, and Smiley is behind Cthulhu there in 10th. No, Koikart now in 10th, Smiley ahead of Koikart, and Cthulhu's moved ahead of Smiley and Koikart and is 2 seconds behind Iron Bobber. Up ahead then, Kingshot, nearly 2 seconds ahead of Shadow Rider. He's managed to put a little bit of time out on the Spitfire Subaru, but these two in a race of their own up ahead. It's amazing. 7 seconds, but did that Shadow Rider knock? Shadow Rider had a big knock at the apex of the corner. He's lost a lot of time to Kingshot, and that gives Alphanut something to aim at. Only 6 seconds now behind Shadow Rider. It's being pushed along by Talleyrand. Talleyrand went out wide. Talleyrand's got ahead of Homesick again. Wow, this race is so varied. They're swapping places. Alpha looked like he went out wide there, and Talleyrand has got past. So Talleyrand has got it up into 3rd place now, and Alpha is fighting off Homesick. after going over one of those jumps, a little bit skew whiff, hitting the barrier, and that's it, he loses 2 places. Jeez, this race, and now he's out wide, giving Noxie half an opportunity. He's only 4/10 behind Alphanat. Doesn't need much of an invitation. He's there almost up alongside of him, but not quite, in the mellow yellow liveried car. I absolutely love that. I saw Days of Thunder on telly the other night. I had to watch it. Victory Lane, eh? I'll race you there. Hey! King Shot leading this race by 2 seconds. This is the 3rd race of round 6 of the WRX challenge, and my God, it has not disappointed me in one slightest little bit. There's King Shot's giving away a lot of time. Oh, but so there's that apex that Shadow Rider doesn't like, but Shadow Rider is catching him up. King Shot dropped the ball a little bit in one of the corners. He's given away a little bit of time, and now Shadow Rider's saying thank you very much. I will catch back up with you, and I'll apply a little bit of pressure. 7/10 now. King Shot's having a really rough lap. He's got to get himself back under control. 8.7 seconds then to ahead of this man Talleyrand, and there's Homesick ahead of Alphanat. We saw that happen. Alpha has maintained ahead of Moxie, but Noxie, but he's not pulling away from him. Noxie is ahead. Oh, Cthulhu's now pulled himself back up to 7th place ahead of Iron Bobber. We saw he was 2 seconds behind Iron Bobber at one point. There's another one in there. There's more Pringles in my work bag, Zach. That's my child showing me an empty packet of Pringles that I bought myself at work. But for some reason, my 10-year-old thinks it's wrong that I bought myself a pack of Pringles at work and ate them at work. So King Shot leading by 1.4 seconds ahead of Shadow Rider. This race is all the way to the end with 7 minutes left of this race in there. It's amazing. There we go, 9 seconds behind them too. We've got Talleyrand pulling away from the Alien, but not much. The Alien is chasing him down. Who has the fastest lap? The fastest lap is held by our friend Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider's there. He's up the inside. He's up the inside. King Shot's made it. He's dropped it. He's dropped it in a corner, and now Shadow Rider is leading the race 3. He's leading race 3, round 6, WRX challenge. This is stunning to watch. It's amazing. We're getting in car with Shadow Rider for at least a lap. I mean, in car with King Shot, sorry. To watch Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider is a man possessed in this last race. He's just flying around this track. He's gone out wide there, but it's okay. King Shot's followed him out there. We're 10 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. With 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes. Oh, we've knocked that barrier. We're coming back at Shadow Rider. We're only a second. We're within a second. Our hearts must be in our mouth now for these first 2 places. And you know, 10 seconds, it's not enough. You make them, oh, you hit the barrier. You're losing 2-3 seconds. The guy behind you's got equal opportunity to try and get past you. Back out the car now to look. So Shadow Rider 1.2 seconds ahead of King Shot. King Shot's head disappeared on lap 6, and he's struggling to get it back. He's only a second behind Shadow Rider though. Following him. Oh, Shadow Rider's in all sorts of trouble up there on the rocks. He's getting a Bacardi with them rocks, but he's not. He's getting an order of King Shot right in his mirrors. There, Talleyrand, 8.5 seconds. He's pulled 2.5 seconds on that race at the lead there, and they're slowing each other down. But he's got an Homesick Alien 5/10 behind him. And that's a lot of pressure. These two we've seen race on numerous occasions. He's gone across his hill. Oh no! He's gone across his hill and he's dropped it. Car's spinning. Can he get back going before Alphanut catches him? Alpha's coming over. And there we go. Alphanut's regained that 4th place from Talleyrand. Talleyrand still, he's got going. No, that's Cthulhu. Cthulhu's had a mistake as well, it looks like. Talleyrand will be thanking his lucky stars, because it looks like Cthulhu had the same problem in that corner. Up ahead then, Shadow Rider still leading from King Shot by 1 second. 10 seconds behind them, you've got Homesick in podium position. 3rd place. This race is never ending. This is unbelievable. I'm really struggling to keep up with who's going where. Alpha, what an amazing pop. There's Talleyrand. He's coming straight back at him after having that big mistake over the hill. But there's Alpha's had a knock at the alcove, giving Talleyrand half thing, but Talleyrand's gone out wide and hit the barrier. So they're struggling to keep these cars under control under the mud. They really are, but I must say it's a vast improvement from the last time we were in the mud. That really was. bumping and shoving all over the place. These guys have really got learned how to control these cars after 6 rounds of this championship. There, Talleyrand looking, see if the door was open up the inside of Alpha, but it certainly was not. And all this time, Catula behind these guys is catching them up. Kingshot's back in the lead. I do apologise. Kingshot has taken over Shadow Rider. I will try, but I can't promise that we'll see it. There we go. Kingshot all the way all over Talleyrand Hill, and Kingshot just managed to move by as Shadow Rider struggles to maintain grip. And we'll come out the replay because we've seen that now. Kingshot 7/10 ahead of Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider hasn't gone away though. Kingshot must be aware of that. 3.5 minutes left of this race. Homesick still 9 seconds behind these guys, 9 seconds ahead of Alphanut. There's not much really he can do for the guys ahead of him, but he has to protect himself from the guys behind, because if he goes sideways too much and then hits barriers like that, the guys behind will easily catch him up. Alphanut ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand pushing hard, which is getting pushed by Catula. Catula, the race winner from race 2. Chasing these guys down ahead. We can see the 2 WRC guys racing each other. Beautiful sight. Really is. Here we go. There's a move, 3-way move. There's Catula having a look. Talleyrand's made the move on Alphanut. He's now ahead of Alphanut. Alphanut is struggling around these bends to get traction. There's Talleyrand. He's struggling as well. Talleyrand's touched the barrier. They're both passed. Catula and Alphanut both make the move on Talleyrand. Talleyrand's behind these guys, but only just. Catula following Alpha. Take it straight, don't turn. That's it, get over that corner. Beautiful, they both make it across. Such a stressful corner. Going into this first corner now, deep on the brakes, sideways, try and find that grip, and then bang, floor it again. Off we go. Chasing down Alphanut. We're in 5th place, chasing 4th. Kingshot leading from Shadow Rider, who Homesick is in 3rd. Alphanut is in 4th. He's gone wide. Gives Catula half a chance, is it? Going back to exterior to see how far Talleyrand fell behind. Oh, a lot. 3.1 seconds behind Catula. Talleyrand in 6th. Ahead of Noxie, though, by 4 seconds. Up ahead, oh my lord. 3/10 between 1st and 2nd. Who is going to win this race? We're on lap 10. We're a minute and a half to go. Kingshot leading Shadow Rider, but it's nothing between the 2 of them. Shadow Rider's going up the inside now. Kingshot's still got the lead, but only just. Look at him, oh my god, look at him, look at him, look at him. Side by side, coming down the corner, coming onto the start straight. I think Shadow Rider's got a better line. Kingshot sideways over the corner. They're both going over the corner. There we go. Oh my word, they're both down the straight line of stern. Nothing in it between the 2 of them. This is racing, my friends. This is where you come. This is the home. I'm calling it right now. VRC, Virtual Racing Club, the home of sim racing. Come here. Look at what you're seeing. Look at this. Shadow Rider, Kingshot, racing for the lead of race 3 of round 6 of the WRX Challenge. It doesn't get much tighter than that. Kingshot pulling a little bit away from Shadow Rider now. We've got 40 seconds left of this race. It's bizarre. It's brilliant. It's amazing. They're coming round to the line. No, they're not. We're on the opposite side of the track to the line. Looks like Kingshot. He's pulled that second. He needs away from Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider. He's got to find it in his reserves. Come back for that one last battle. We're coming into this time. This is where Shadow Rider, I think, gets a lot of his time back. In this left, right, left section over a road. There they go. They're both through clean. I know there's more than just these 2 people racing, but these 2 are actually putting on such a show. It's hard to break away from. There we go. Kingshot 1.7. Looks like he's just coming round to finish this race. There's Homesick in 3rd, 7 seconds ahead of Alphanut. Alphanut's got Catula though. It's not over for these 2. Catula's racing. Kingshot wins. Shadow Rider 2nd. Homesick looks like he's going to finish 3rd. Who's going to finish 4th between Catula and Alphanut? Alphanut deserves it. In all fairness, he's done everything right in this race, and here he comes. Gets over the hill. 4th, Catula 5th. Amazing racing from these 2. Talleyrand, such an unlucky race. He was up there. He was up there, and we just saw him have that Talleyrand hill. Really, really bites him. Oh, 7th for Noxie. I hope you had a chilled race, Noxie, because someone had to. My God. 8th, we see Iron Bobber. coming around the last corner onto the start straight, ahead of Smiley in 9th, and that's a great race there for Iron Bobber in 8th. Smiley is in 9th, coming across the line now. He wasn't that far behind Iron Bobber. I imagine they had a good race, and Quick Up finished in 10th. So there's your finishing results. I called King Shot at the beginning, didn't I? I didn't know. It isn't scripted. Oh no, I'm so sorry, King Shot. Me computer livery didn't show up, but there you go. Congratulations, up 7 places, King Shot. Amazing win. We'll go to the results page. Wow, did we have fun. Oh, it's such a shame that King Shot's livery, my computer's ballsed up. King Shot's livery stuff, you don't get to see his lovely suit. So, King Shot, your winner. Deserved? Most definitely. But then Shadow Rider deserved it also. Them two, they gave us a show, guys. Please, if you're on Discord, go into WRX or just chat and let these guys know what an amazing race. What an amazing race these two put on for us. Really was amazing. 3rd place was Homesick. Had a great drive back, racing Talleyrand and Alphanut. Loads of good racing there. Alphanut in 4th. Cthulhu on a comeback from 5th. We saw he was stuck at the back for quite a while. Managed to fight his way up to 5th place. Good points for the championship. There's Talleyrand in 6th. Noxie 7th. Iron Bobber in 8th. Smiley 9th. And Koi Carp in 10th. King Shot got your fastest lap with a 1:20.258. I apologise to all the other contestants, the drivers, that I didn't get to watch their races too much, but what we did see was amazing, and I stand by it. Virtual Racers Club, the home of sim racing. It's official after seeing that. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. Come and join us for on Discord. Come to our website www.virtualracersclub.co.uk and have a look on our website. We've got a bit of history, a few nice pictures and stuff about us. There's a big button that says click here, click that, you join our Discord, and there you can sign up for races, you can chat to these people, go in the chat, tell King Shot and Shadow Rider that was some amazing racing. Homesick also, Alphanut, Talleyrand, Noxie, we saw racing. Everyone on there did some amazing racing tonight, and it's hot. And that was hard work in the mud, seesawing your wheel left, right and centre. It's really is amazing. What have we got next? Saturday night, come and join us for Max 5 round 2. I want to say Dragon's Trail, so I'm going to say Dragon's Trail and see what happens. See if something comes up on Messenger saying you fool. I have to get something wrong. So come and join us Saturday evening, 7 o'clock, not 7:30 like I thought it was, 7 o'clock for live MX5 action. And it was a cracking race, round 1, 2 races, sorry, at round 1, so it's well worth catching. And then I think next week we've got qualifying for Le Mans on Friday night, and also I'm gonna have a go at some replay races, some archive racing. So keep your eyes out. Just randomly every now and again there might be something pop up with an old VRC archive race. Thank you for tuning in, for those that did tune in, and thank you for tuning in for those that tune in when I wasn't live. I still care about your views, guys. I wake up every morning looking at the views we get just to make sure. I don't, I promise you. It's great fun. This is all great fun. Thank you, and I'll let you get off because it's nighty night times, and I haven't finished my tinfoil hat yet for when I speak to Homesick Alien later. Tooroo, be lucky, be safe, and take care of everyone that you know and those that you don't know, and come and watch me Saturday get it all wrong again to the MX5s this time. Bye. 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 Bye.